Andy, we're a few days into the pre-season training camp here in
Yeah,
Belfast. How have things gone from a coaching perspective?
yeah, pretty good. We've, really enjoyed the few days with the players. Weather's been great, so that always helps. And hotel's really good, so we can't complain so far anyway.
How important is this time to implement new things ahead of the new season?
Yeah, good. I think more so. With a lot of new staff as well as changeover of players. So it's good for us all to spend that time together. Obviously, main aim is just getting the boys up to speed, but gives us a bit of time. We have them for the whole week, double sessions and stuff. We're able to start putting in some tactical elements of how we want to play and stuff like that. So yeah, we've enjoyed it so far.
I suppose it's those relationships that you need to build ahead of what will be a gruelling season.
Yeah, look, we're still early. We still feel like we've got a little bit of time, but definitely laying the foundations here this week.
For those that are not too aware of your role, can you just give us an insight into that?
Yeah, I think probably not dissimilar to the other staff members really. Just main thing is to support the manager and the players, part of the first team coaching staff, and yeah, just ultimately in terms of giving my insight into what I think, or what I've seen from the training and how we're going to play, who we're going to play against would really be, a summary of my role really.
You've obviously been here from the outset. I mean,
Yeah.
what have you made of things over the time that you've been here?
Mad, but good. Seen a lot of players. Seen probably a lot of things that you feel like I watched a lot of championship football in my previous role, but until you're in it, I think you don't truly get to know it. And then obviously throw on top of that like a COVID season where we got a short break, no crowd. So yeah, we were quite, I suppose the end of the season came, it gave us a chance to look back on that and reassess things and chat through things as a staff, what we thought didn't go well and what we thought went well. And I suppose be good for the experience of that going into the future seasons.
You're obviously there for the manager's first game against Barnsley. How important do you feel as though that was to the manager to have somebody he trusted? And I think you may have helped him to make the decision on the lineup for that day.
Yeah, I think probably just a sounding board really, which is really probably what I am, in my role. I'd been to watch the West Brom game on the Monday. Obviously Rory was in charge. I knew Rory a little bit from before coming in, but not a lot. And the manager knew Kevin Russell a little bit. So again, it was just him throwing out a few ideas to the staff that were around him for that game, and I was kind of giving what we felt were our opinions on it. But kind of felt quite easy after that first game. I thought this could be all right, but obviously it's a little bit harder than that since. So no, but that's been a good insight really.
What's the manager like to work with?
Yeah, obviously, we know him well, so I wouldn't be here with him if I didn't think he was, I think he's really intelligent on the game, very smart, forward thinking, but he's quite a relaxed person to be around day to day. Obviously, everyone, it ramps up around game time because you're out there and you're coaching, but I think generally lets people bring ideas and I suppose do their job to the maximum, and he oversees things, and when he doesn't like something he'll let you know. When he does, he'll go with it, and he's always wanting you to bring new ideas and information, and he's very open towards that.
When you look back to that first game to Barnsley and to where you are now, do you feel as though you've made good progress?
It's hard. I think it's sort of measured in a couple of different ways. So I think the results at times towards the end of the season really disappointed us because we were in a good position in around Christmas time or just before. But yeah, I think when you take a step back from it at the end of the season, I think we've made huge strides in different areas. There's been a big staff turnover. We changed departments. From behind the scenes, little things in the building, and then obviously a big thing was sort of rebuilding the squad, which I think we're a fair way through. I think we're starting to see a group of players and a squad that has a lot of potential, is quite exciting, has a lot of energy. It needs a little bit of help, which we hope we will add to. But yeah, I think we're quite excited by what we're seeing. And I think, to be completely honest, probably that's a huge step forward for us from what we were seeing at the start when we first came in.
You mentioned the squad there. Do you feel as though you've got a good blend between youth and experience now?
Probably not got it quite right, if I'm being honest, but I think that's what we're having to do with the restrictions in terms of what we have to work in with FFP. We're working hard with that. So at times I think probably ideally you'd like to drop a certain age profile of player into your squad, but you have to maybe see the realistic one you can get. But I think it's a hell of a lot closer to where we wanted it to be when we first came in, and I think we're in a position now where we can probably add a couple and sort of just drop them in on top of what we feel is a pretty good core group.
Do you have in mind the areas of the pitch that you'd like to strengthen?
Yeah, I mean, probably no secret that we're looking at the top end. I think last season we seen with Tyrese's injury and also Stephen Fletcher got injured in around that period. We just didn't score enough really in a lot of the games. But I think we have, when we say at the top end, I think we've got some really good players in the building that just need a little bit of help. So I think bringing one player in won't be the solution, but what we've already done so far this summer will help us to create more chances. Alfie Doughty come in the January, but feels like a summer signing. Obviously Mario Vrancic has come in. You get Klukas back fit, which he's looking quite good, and we have a couple to return more from injury. We already have Nick Powell, Stephen Fletcher, Jacob Brown. So I think we're in pretty decent shape to add a couple more. I think the main thing for us is to have that firepower there, that if an injury does strike you, it doesn't derail you.
As we go through the weeks in pre-season, do you feel as though you'll be ready and strong for the start of the campaign?
I think every team starting the season will feel, will be, in everything they're saying, in any interview they'll be saying, yeah, we feel great, everything's good, because you genuinely do feel that way. The only way to know is when you play, and so that'll come soon. But yeah, we've put a lot of work in to be well prepared, but the games will tell us.